Hi, welcome back, students. So we're continuing on 7.2, activity 7.2. So we're on number 2, and we're listing human characteristics or animal actions that could also represent a human situation, right? So they sing, humans sing, right? What else do birds do? Birds they eat, right? So that's also something humans do also that can represent a human um, situation, right? So let's move on to number 3. So you're going to continue to list out based on your metaphors. What are some of the things that this animal does that can represent a human situation? So something that you or me can occur or that can happen to us. So for number 4, we're going to describe in one sentence what we're comparing in my poem. So I'm comparing a bird singing happily to my joy of school. So I'm going to take how birds sing so joyfully in the morning and how they seem so cheerful for the start of the day to how excited I am and joyful I am to start school. Okay, and then here, explain how these two things are similar. Birds sing joyfully early and they wake up early in the morning ready for the new day. And that is exactly how we are when we're ready to start on our first day of school, right? So I'm going to put birds wake. Birds wake up early each morning, eager for the beginning of the day, just like I wake up early, excited and joyful for the first day of school. See how that is, boys and girls? So what you're going to do is, whatever your situation is, so if you're going to take how a dog eats or how a pony prances and compare it to maybe something in your life, like the pony prance so high, it reminds me of how I jump high, just like I jump high if you're a cheerleader, or if you have to jump high for when you play basketball. So you're going to find a way to compare that bird or that animal and its action to something an implied metaphor that you can formulate your poem around. Does that make sense, boys and girls? So here's my example. Let's move on to the next portion of our lesson. So now we're going to go to our next activity, which is 7.3. 7.3. So this is your independent practice. This is where we're going to put it all together, right, boys and girls? So we have our implied metaphor. We know what we're writing about. So now we're going to be able to draft our poem. So this is my drafted poem that I'm going to put into into 7.3, boys and girls. So again, I'm writing about how a bird sings so joyful and so excited for the start of the day. Reminds me of how I am so excited and joyful for the start of the school year and start of the first day of school, right? So this would be my poem, boys and girls. I would put, I could hardly. So we're running out of time right here. I'm gonna stop and come back and finish 7.3 with you guys and share my poem. Okay, so we're gonna stop right here and come right back in a few minutes and finish up with our activity.